Hello, family. I want to talk about a topic that's been trending, and it's with Nigerian women that are married to foreign men that they cannot get citizenship for at least 15 years. And it's not the same according to Nigerian law that if a foreign woman like me that's married to a Nigerian man, she can get her citizenship right away. Now, I'm going to give you my perspective biblically later on, but I want to just go over the reasons why Nigeria doesn't do that, and I want to go over their law. According to Section 27 of their Constitution that was amended in 1999, it says to be eligible, an applicant must demonstrate the following: full age and capacity, must be over 18, good character, clear intention to be domiciled in Nigeria. To be domiciled means to have a permanent resident in Nigeria. Acceptable to the local community where they intend to reside, and assimilation into a way of life of Nigerians in that area, as determined by the governor of the state. A useful contribution, or the capacity to make a useful contribution to the advancement, progress, and well-being of Nigeria. You have to take the oath of allegiance prescribed in the 7th schedule to the Constitution. Reside in Nigeria continuously for a period of 12 months, and during the period of 20 years immediately preceding that period of 12 months has resided in Nigeria for periods amounting in aggregate to not less than 15 years. And it says here, the presidential discretion. The president has the discretion to grant or deny a certificate of naturalization based on the information provided by the applicant and the assessments made by the relevant authorities. Forfeit of citizenship. Section 28 outlines the conditions under which a person who is not a citizen by birth can forfeit their Nigerian citizenship, including acquiring or retaining the citizenship of another country. Now, let's go over. I am married to a Nigerian man, and I have received my Niger card, which gives me the benefits of opening up a bank account. It gives me the benefits to work in Nigeria. It also gives me the benefits to live here in Nigeria as a permanent resident. I can leave Nigeria. I don't have to worry about getting a visa, so I can leave and go and come back and go to Ghana. I can go to Brazil. I can go anywhere and come back, and I don't have to worry about a visa. It's just I get more benefits being married to a Nigerian man than a foreign man married to a Nigerian woman. Now, let me tell you why I think that Nigeria does not allow a foreign man to have citizenship right away because he's married to a Nigerian woman. Now, with me living here almost a year and 2 months, Nigeria is very man-based. It's male-dominated. Everything is male-dominated here. The police officers, the government, everything is male-dominated. And even when I get stopped by the police doesn't even address me. They address my husband. They ask him what my driver's license is. They ask me what my status is. They ask him for his card, my card. They ask him all the information. You know, I only had one instance that the police officer spoke to me is when they were doing something corrupt and they were trying to get me out of my car, and I refused to leave. But if you go through my video, you'll see that story. But to me, I'm going to give you a biblical perspective on why I believe Nigerian law is like this. In Genesis 2:24, it states, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh," which describes the foundational concept of marriage, of a union between a man and a woman. Now, I believe that the reason why they do that with a foreign man that's married to a Nigerian woman, for one, the Nigerian women, they have no say-so here in Nigeria. Two, they don't want a foreign man to come into their country, become a citizen, be allowed to vote, and then they run for a government office and want to change the laws. I believe they don't want them to come in and colonize or come in and try to take over. I believe that's the really main reason why they do that. So that's the reason why it's up to the president's discretion if they want them to be in citizenship. Now, I believe that you probably can have dual citizenship if you fit those criteria. I haven't thought about getting dual citizenship here in Nigeria. I only have U.S. citizenship, but if I was to live here a lot longer, maybe here for a while, maybe longer than 5 years, I may think about that. But right now, I'm very comfortable with having a permanent resident here with my Niger card. And I think that was for 2 or 3 years, I think. And so that's my perspective. I believe that they don't want the foreign men to come over here in Nigeria and try to take over Nigeria and start running it and start doing everything. Because believe it or not, you do have some Chinese people here. You do have Indian people here that have businesses, and they're not very nice to some of the Nigerians up north. They're not very nice to them. They come in, they have such a entitled behavior. It's the same behavior that we're having in the United States. That foreigners come into our country, they wave their flags disrespectfully in the United States. So you know what their allegiance is. Their allegiance is to their country, but they want the United States benefits. And Nigeria ain't having that. You cannot raise up your country flag in Nigeria and not expect to either get beat down or arrested or taken out. And that's a fact. I would never come into a country and disrespect their country and demand to have benefits that are for their country. So why should a United States citizen accept that too? So that's my 2 cents. I'd like to hear from you, Nigerians, men and women. What do you think? What is your perspective on that? And let's have a dialogue.